Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a natural, no makeup look. So this is what I use and what I would do on a day that I want to wear makeup but I don't want to have like a full face on. So let's get started. We're going to start with Oil and Shine Control Primer. Oh, I'm like shaking it around. I am oily, so this is amazing if you are oily and want to control like the shine. Oh, excellent.
Tomorrow.
Okay, let's get started. I'm going to take a pea-size amount, just like so. And I'm just using any type of synthetic brush to put that where I get oily. So it's my forehead, my nose, my chin, and my cheeks. If you are dry, you can skip this. Don't use this primer. You can use whatever primer you like. The Smashbox Original Primer is also really good. And you can use this foundation that I'm going to be putting on next. I've tried a lot of oil control primers and I find this one to be one of the best. So next, I'm going to go in with Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation SPF 15. This is going to give you light to medium coverage with a naturally dewy finish. I like to do, I think, 2 pumps. Yep, let's do 2. So this one I love because it looks like skin and not makeup. And I am using the shade, I think it's Warm Beige, Natural. So I can go between Warm Beige and Natural with Bobbi Brown. So if you are normal to dry skin, you will like this foundation. If you are a little bit more oily like me, just put a mattifying primer on before and you should be good to go. This is going to make me look dewy, so I put on that foundation so that I don't look greasy or oily. I want that dew, not that grease. And then I'm using my Real Techniques buffing brush. I like to pat it into my skin and then I'll buff it out. Put it on my eyes too, since I'm not really going to be wearing eyeshadow today. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with Bobbi Brown Corrector Light to Medium Bisque. Looks like that. There you go. And I'm going to take that with my fingers and just pat it into my skin. The less you use, the better. That way it doesn't look like you have too much makeup on underneath the eye. We're still going to go over this with a concealer. And this corrector is going to neutralize any darkness. So I have a little bit of dark circles, and that's just going to help kind of neutralize that. I'm going to go over that with the MAC Prep and Prime Highlighter Light Boost. I've had this forever. I'm not gonna do too much. Might be a lot for some people, but... And I'm gonna blend it in with a little beauty blender. Well, this one's not a beauty blender, it's like a little knockoff one. But it works just as good. Make sure you blend out those edges and always do a little triangle here. Just going to elongate the face. And then for the parts on my face, I'm just going to go in with my foundation brush and just buff that into my skin. I'm not going in with a beauty blender just because I don't really want it to have that much coverage, you know? What's going on here? I just want it to be more of a diffused look. I just want it to blend out and look super natural. And then I am going to set that with a light powder. I'm going to be using the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. Pick up some powder and just set my under eye, just to prevent my concealer and stuff, my corrector, from creasing. And you don't want to use a lot, you don't want to bake with this or whatever because you don't want it to have that like full coverage look. I'm gonna take my little Real Technique setting brush and buff some of that off. Okay, now with my trusty little Smashbox Cali contour palette. If you're looking for a palette that really like does it all for the skin, this is perfect. You get your bronze shades, so look at this. You get your bronzer, your contour, your blush, your highlighting shade, and then these are highlighters. So I'm gonna go in with this brightening powder, and I'm gonna brighten up my under eye just a little bit, just because I can't go without doing this step. I don't feel complete unless it's done, even if it's just a little bit. And I'm just lightly dusting that on. Whatever's left over, I'll just put on my nose, my chin. Alrighty. And I'm gonna go in with my Estee Lauder blush brush, and I'm gonna use this for my bronzer. Just a small amount. And I'm just putting this on my forehead, just a little bit to add that warmth back into my skin. Nothing too crazy. And this is a matte bronzer. So if you like a shimmer bronzer, you can just mix your bronzer with any of these highlighters, you know. But I'm going for a little bit more of a natural look, like no makeup, you know, like we're not wearing anything. So I'm just gonna stick to matte. I am gonna add a little bit of highlighter to my cheekbones, but not a lot, just to keep it very simple. How do you know when enough bronzer is enough? You know, like when do you stop? Bring it down to your neck. And then again, with that same palette, same brush even, I'm gonna take this blush shade and apply it to the apples of my cheeks. And don't mind how crusty it looks. If you saw my other video, that would be Reza. Smile and then put your blush on where you get that little apple of your cheek and go upwards. So always go up so that you're lifting your cheeks. Kind of like a little facelift. I'm going to take the Anastasia A23 brush and I'm going to apply this top shade right here just because it's a little bit lighter. And just do a little bit of highlighter right here. Just to give me like that little dewiness, you know? It's not going to be like a straight up like strobe highlight. Just a little glow, not too much. And then I put whatever's left over on my eyelid just to give it a little shimmer. And last, with this palette, I'm going to take a Morphe M441 brush like this. It's just like a dirty blending brush. I'm going to take that bronze shade again. You could even do this with the contour shade, but I'm going to use the bronzer shade. And I'm going to sweep that through my crease. So it's just going to define my crease a little bit to bring me a little bit of more like definition to the eyes, so my eyes don't like disappear. Buff that into your crease. My eyes are slightly hooded, so I apply my eyeshadow above, like slightly above my actual crease. Alrighty. Now what I'm going to do is set my face. The reason I'm doing it now is because I want to set my face makeup so that I don't look like I'm wearing powders. It's just going to melt everything into my skin to make it more skin-like. And I'm doing this before my brows and my mascara because I just feel like, I just like how it looks better. I do always set my face before my mascara because I find every single time I'm finished with the full face and I have mascara on, I'll set my face and my mascara freaking gets everywhere. So if you have that problem, set your face first, let it set, then do your mascara extremely, like absolutely the last step of your routine. So I'm going to set it with Max Fix Plus. This is just the original one, if we're going to focus. If not, it's fine. Okay. Gotta do a lot. Moving on to brows, I'm going to brush them through. If you have full brows and you don't really want to draw them in, you can just go in with a tinted brow gel just to add some color and definition to your brows. I don't really like my shape very much. I don't think they're even, and then I have like some missing, you know, spaces right here. This one's not that bad, but this one's like missing a little bit. So I do fill them in a little bit, but I don't fill them in the same as I would like if I was wearing a full face. So what I'm gonna do is, again, always I go in with my Unique Brow Obsession palette and their brush, and I'm just going to take some of the wax. I use this a lot, obviously. It's looking a little dusty. And I take the lighter shade since my hair is a little bit lighter. And then I just mix it here, and I kind of make like a paste. And then what I do is, since I have brushed my brow hairs up, I'm gonna draw a straight line underneath. Just clean this mirror right quick. So just really lightly define the bottom of my brow. And so now every time I go in with my brush, I'm just gonna dip into the powder. I'm not gonna create like any more paste, because I want this to look as natural as possible. And then what I do is I don't define the top like I normally would. I'm just gonna bring the product upwards and then just kind of blend everything out. Now I take my spoolie again, and I'm just gonna brush that out to soften up my brow. I don't want it to look like too defined and perfect. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, just create a little paste. Lightly define the bottom. Okay, so just like that. And I like to elongate my brows a little bit too. And then don't forget to brush out. I'm gonna set my eyebrows with the Brow Tamer from Urban Decay, and this is in Warm Brown. I take a lot of product off of the wand because this comes out with quite a lot of gel. And I don't like that much. I'm just trying to set my brows, you know? Okay, now I'm just gonna brush them up. Kind of fluff them up a little bit. And you're gonna apply this in the direction that your brow hairs naturally grow. So in the front, you're gonna go up. As you get to the middle, like your arch, you're gonna start to kind of go sideways and then bring your hairs down. So up, sideways, down. So you're just setting your brows in the way that they naturally fall. Okay, I've applied my mascara. I only did like half a coat. And then I did put mascara on my bottom lashes too, just because I like that look, but you can skip the bottom lashes and it's gonna give you an even more natural look. If you find that however much mascara you've applied is too much for you, you can always go in with a lash comb and comb out your lashes. It's going to remove some product and it's just gonna make your eyelashes look a little bit fluffier. So you would use this side here and kind of just go into the root and brush outwards very carefully. Lastly, for my lips, I'm going in with Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss. I have a mini size right here in the shade, come on, New Romantic, that I love and it's my favorite. Get a full size because you're gonna love this color. But this is in the shade New Romantic. It's like a really pretty, natural, like bluish pink. And they smell really good too. So it looks like that. This one's my favorite. And these are not sticky at all. They're so comfortable, they're so silky, they're so like luxurious. Like even the packaging feels so nice. I'm gonna go in with that by itself. These are so, so nice. I'm really not a lip gloss girl, but I wear, oh. But I wear these a lot. This is like one of those My Lips But Better shades for me, where it's like your lip color but better, you know? So that's my updated natural no makeup look that I do like every day when I do wear makeup and I don't want to wear a lot of makeup and I want to look like I'm not wearing makeup, but I'm just wearing a little bit of makeup. This is what I do. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Share this video with your friends, you know, whoever. Let me know what you want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.